Well, I guess you could say it's game over for this franchise if they ever want to come back to the level of this movie, because they won't. What is up, everyone? Bookman 87 here, and welcome to my long-awaited Aliens review. This is the sequel to the 1979 Alien. Came out in 1986. Not directed by Ridley Scott. It's directed by a different director, James Cameron, and it's the story of Ripley 58 years after the events of Alien being found in cryosleep, and the world's obviously changed around her, and she's needed again to deal with another xenomorph threat. Plot of the movie is absolutely perfect. Like, just the plot synopsis that to get you in is incredible. Now, let's get right into the positives of this movie, because this is going to be most of the video. This movie, the positives start with the same way we're going to start how we started Alien. The set design. Flawless set design. Everything looks absolutely superb. By the way, this is my microphone, so that's why I wear a headset during these, but, whatever. Everything about this movie looked absolutely superb. The set design is flawless, and it's just absolutely incredible what they were able to do. I know it's, almost 10 years after Alien, and things became to look better, but it's still absolutely incredible what they're able to do. I mean, you get these ginormous domes. Everything is just, the scale is incredible in terms of the set design, which leads us into the next thing. It's just Aliens, but bigger. There's more characters to fall in love with. There's more places the more scenery to look at. There's more story. There's more aliens, because Alien has one alien. Aliens. It's two aliens. No, that's not true. It has several aliens. Hundreds of aliens. Which is why it's Aliens. The name is a little silly, but that's not a negative, because it's whatever. Should have just been called Alien 2. Whatever. Everything in this movie pretty much is just perfect. The acting, absolutely incredible. I cannot think of one line where I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. No, everything is acted flawlessly. You cannot, this is some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life. And it's just a perfect acting. Perfect. Now, the directing is also perfect. The directing is absolutely incredible with this movie. And, if you don't like this movie, I don't really know exactly what you want from, if you're a sci-fi alien fan, like a fan of alien sci-fi movies, and you don't like this movie, I really don't know what you're looking for. Because the directing is flawless. The acting is flawless. The next thing is the action. There's action everywhere. There's guns going off. There's explosions. It's just simply incredible, the amount of action they're able to squeeze into this movie, because it's just a non-stop thrill ride. Like, there's this one scene in particular where they have to get on an elevator to go down a level, and even on the elevator, you think when they're on the elevator, you think you're gonna get a brief little calm scene, and you will be able to cool down. But no, acid drips from the ceiling, and even this tiny little elevator ride is like a thrill ride, and there's no stopping in this movie. And usually that's a negative, because I need a minute to breathe so I can enjoy the movie. But it's not a negative here. It's a positive. It's just everything you could want as an action, which I'm not a huge action guy, but I really like this action here we have. What else for positives? A lot. I like the direction they take in terms of Ripley's character, because in the deleted scenes, and it's technically canon, she had a daughter who died because she was, in Because if Ripley was gone for 57 years, and over that 57 years, her daughter died because that's how humans go. And then Newt comes along, and now Ripley needs to be a mom again, and it's just really good character dynamic, really good character building, character, yeah, a really good way to take. Because in the first Alien, she's not much of a character, and that's kind of the point where she's just a person that was in this terrible situation with the alien, and she's the one that it just so happened to be her that was able to overcome it. And then in Alien 2, she is able to grow from it and use her knowledge of the xenomorphs to truly become a great character. And I feel that that is two entirely separate directions that fit for the same character, and it's really hard to do that in other movies, you know. What else for the positives? You know, it's hard to talk about positives when it's just kind of a perfect movie because there's just I can just say a bunch of general terms and it fits. I think the characters were great. Hicks, Hudson, Vasquez, like all these soldier characters, almost all of them felt like their own characters when in other alien movies, sometimes when you have these like group of soldiers or group of people that are with Ripley, sometimes they feel just like cannon fodder. Well, she does most of the work, but they all feel like their own character here, and I feel like that really helps the movie grow if you have a whole bunch of characters that I actually give a damn about. Which a lot of movies can't do. A lot of movies just have a group of people. Sometimes they just feel like one character made up. A lot of times they feel like just. A lot of times as a group kind of just feels like one character that you can't really care about. You just care about the whole group. But no, you actually do care about all of the characters individually here, and that is just simply something that should be commended because it's not done very well very often. And this movie is rightly celebrated. There were some very, very like tense scenes as well, like very, like genuinely kind of like that's fucking creepy, that fucking creepy kind of thing. Like the scene where Newt like goes into the water and she's like all scared, and then the thing literally comes behind her. Like that's creepy. That is a creepy scene that left me like tense because like oh my god, I don't want that. Like look behind me and that thing is like that yay tall, like way up there. Like no, not for me, not for me. Yeah, creepy. The scene, one of the greatest ending 30 minutes in film. They get out there, they bring Hicks back. He's pretty much like completely in comatose to this point. He's like almost completely out of it. And Bishop is like, we gotta go. And she's like, no, we ain't leaving. And then and then Ripley runs back in. And she gets like the plasma rifle and the flamethrower and duct tapes them together. That is fucking awesome. Like, she duct tapes these two guns together. And then gets like all the grenade belts and stuff. And then she runs back in, runs through, kills a bunch of Xenos, gets Newt, and then the Alien Queen, the best final hero versus villain battle maybe ever, because she walks out. Because then they get it back on, they leave, and the Queen is still there, and she gets out on like the digger, the big like robot digger, robot cargo holder thing. She's like, get away from her. All that famous line from this movie. And then they do the fight thing. Just simply a masterpiece of a movie. Let's get to the negatives though, because some nitpicky things that I guess I'm gonna negatives. I don't know, man. Can't really think of any negatives off the top of my head. I mean, it's a little slow at the beginning, I suppose. That's about it. But it builds the world. I enjoy it. I guess some people wouldn't. Some people won't like the beginning. But then you just don't like stories. And what's the point then at that point? Overall, simply fantastic. Simply phenomenal. Simply just like a perfect movie. Uh, I won't throw. It's not a thing I'll throw on like every night because it is quite long. It's 2.5 hours, which I suppose is another negative. So it's like an all day kind of thing. But like especially if we watch special edition, which is almost 3 hours, but even then it builds the world even more. And like, what more could you want? It's special edition is just aliens, but more of it, more of the movie. So it's good. So it's going to be good. Um, Final score though, out of our little five thing. Um, Let me pull up the doc because I don't exactly remember what the final score I'm going to give to Aliens because it really is just an absolutely flawless movie. I'm not going to go over 5. I'm not going to do the but this is going to be our first 5 out of 5 in the absolutely incredible tier of movies. We have not hit simply a masterpiece where it's more than 5, but 5 out of 5. Please go watch this. Do yourself a favor now. But what do you guys think about Alien 2? I call it Alien 2 sometimes. I know I shouldn't, but do you guys think it's a good follow-up to Alien? Do you think it's not the right direction to take it? Do you think I'm way overrating it and it's not a perfect 5 out of 5? Or do you think I'm even underrating it and it should be in that absolute masterpiece here? Let me know in the comments down below. Alien 3 should be coming soon. I will see you on the next one. Bookman out. Oh, there's a lot of projects in the works right now. That's it. Bye.